Little sports discussion. And this discussion tonight is going to be the relevance of Peyton Manning with today's big boys and the quarterbacks in today's game. Not last year, not yesteryear's, but today's game. Now, I hear people talking about, Peyton Manning, without him, the Colts are nothing, this and that. Well, you know what? Peyton Manning with the Colts right now, you know what the team would be right now? Probably 3-12, 3-10, 3-13 final record. I'm sorry, but he doesn't play defense. He does not play defense. Now they're going to say, well, he's offense, this and that, they can score. Well, guess what? Everyone talks about Peyton Manning being one of all-time greats. Good quarterback. Good quarterback. Good quarterback. Let me tell you something. In a big game, I'll take his brother Eli over him any day. Any day. Eli beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Peyton Manning failed 3 straight times against them in the playoffs before he got in the goddamn Super Bowl. And guess what? The only reason he won that Super Bowl? Rex Grossman, rainstorm. That's why. What happened next year, a couple years later, when they played Saints? He got outplayed by Drew Brees, didn't he? Peyton Manning is not a big game quarterback. Now I know the Peyton Manning fans are sitting there watching this right now and be like, the jaws are dropped right now. They're like this, like, you can't believe I'm saying that. But it's a fact of a matter of a factual evidence that in a big game, you would take his brother Eli Manning over him in a heartbeat. That goes without saying. Eli Manning is a proven big game quarterback. Now, Peyton Manning, where's he ranked among the all-time greats quarterback? He's a good quarterback. But I'd probably put him in the top 15, around 12 to 13. He ain't top 10, I'm sorry. He's no Elway, he's no Mountain, he's no Aaron Rodgers, he's no Tom Brady. Hell, he ain't even his brother Eli, and he certainly ain't Benjamin Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger got 2 Super Bowl titles already. Even though the one he didn't play well in, and last year he struggled at times. I mean, the good Seahawks, let's be honest about it. I mean, nah. Mike Holmgren, we don't even want to go there. We don't even want to go there. Well, you didn't let the referee play the game. Whatever. Bottom line is, in a big game, I don't want no part of Peyton Manning. Sure, he's great with his little pre-snap things, as he does. Audibles. Oh, I can read a defense. I can make him off balance. Oh, he's great at that. But in a big game, what happens? Outside of a rainstorm, against Rex Grossman, against the Chicago Bears that were on a bad playing condition, because we all know if you play football, it's easy for the offense in a rainstorm or the snow to do anything over the defense. We all know that. So if it wasn't for that rainstorm, would he have a Super Bowl title? No, he wouldn't. And then after these people talk about, well, he hasn't had nothing to work with. Edgerrin James, Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, Dallas Clark, Pollard, all these receivers he's had nothing to work with. This man has some of the greatest receivers to work with. Why Tom Brady was throwing the Troy Brown and Deion Branch for years. Tom Brady's had nothing, but he's won Super Bowls. Why Manning just sat there and I've heard his people make excuse after excuse for him. Well, it's just his team's not that good. No, maybe it's time to look in the mirror. Manning's a good quarterback. Peyton Manning's a good quarterback. But he's not an all-time great. I mean, he's a top 15, 13, 12 or 13, I'll give him. But he's no Steve Young. He's no Joseph Montana. He's no Troy Aikman. These guys have won multiple titles. He's none of them. I know Steve Young's won at least one. I don't know how many Montana won with the thing, but he's not one of them guys. And he certainly is no Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady, I'll tell you that right now. Or even Ben Roethlisberger. No. He's like Dan Fouts. Well, Dan Fouts didn't get a Super Bowl. But he's one of the all-time good quarterbacks of this generation. But when it's all said and done, you got to be more of a big-time player. Eli Manning, if I had my choice right now between Peyton Manning and Eli Manning, I'm taking Eli Manning in a heartbeat. Now, I would even be willing to challenge, if I had a chance, when Peyton gets healthy, is to challenge Peyton Manning to a throwing contest. Because I know I can launch the ball 75 to 80 yards right now. I know there's people out there saying I can't, but trust me. I used to be able to throw the ball about 80 yards at one time at some time, juncture of all junctures. I'm willing to bet you I can throw the ball as far as him right now. Probably throw the ball harder than him right now. And at some point in time, I could probably read the defense just as good as him. I believe that because I played defense in high school. And I was a beast. We all know that. We all know what I was a beast. But, whatever. We didn't get into that. We didn't get into that. The bottom line is Eli Manning was a good, Peyton Manning was a real good quarterback. 12 or 13. He ain't in the top 10, I'll tell you that right now. Brett Favre, as much As I say, Brett Favre was more trouble than good. He has 2 Super Bowl titles. Something that Peyton can't say. So, I believe you. Hold up. Does he have 2 Super Bowl titles? They beat the Broncos? I think he won. Maybe one. I don't know. I thought it was 2. I can't remember. My mind's a little sharp right now. But he has 1 title. I thought it was 2, though. I could swear it was 2. Maybe it's only 1. I don't know. Broncos played who? The Falcons? I don't know. I really don't know at this juncture. All junctures. But I know Peyton Manning's got a Super Bowl ring. No, I'm not Peyton Manning. Brett Favre's got a Super Bowl ring. Well, Peyton Manning's got one too. But I know Brett Favre was good for throwing an interception at the end of the game, Giants game. Well, I know all about the Brett Favre thing, whatever. But in a big game, I would be much more inclined to take him over Peyton Manning. And that's just the cold, hard fact of the matter. So, I mean, you can say what you want about it. But in a big game, I'll take Brett Favre over Peyton Manning at this juncture. I mean, Brett Favre started the game, 300-some straight games? Even though we know how Brett Favre is, like that Kyle Ripken of baseball, Brett Favre had to be the spotlight. We all know that. And that's something, some people like to be the spotlight. Some people, it's like in the gaming division on YouTube, some people don't belong in the spotlight, but they like to be in the spotlight. Anyway, that's it. I hope I dispelled a few rumors for you, Peyton Manning diehard fans. I mean, like I say, 12 or 13 at best at this juncture of all junctures. Don't care.